Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Welcome to the Traveling Tarot. This is your weekly love psychic forecast. Yay! Love, love, love. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is something that I can't remember, so I'm ending love. It's all about love today. It's all about love today. For Sunday, September 14th, 2019. It is time for love today, and I cannot be more excited about it. My name is Stephen Dillard Carroll, and I have something in my throat. And it's been there for a little while now, which I'm hoping I'm not getting sick. Let's pray that I am not getting sick here, you guys. So, how has your weekend been so far? Are you ready for a little bit of love today? Who couldn't afford just a little bit more love in their lives? Am I right about that? I mean, really. Who couldn't be loved just a little bit more in their lives? And for those of us who have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to love, again, let's be like Dolly Levi and spread that manure around. Let's spread that love around. If you have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to love, if everywhere that you look you see love, if everywhere that you look you are experiencing love, share that love. Spread that love. Give it to everyone that you meet. And what a wonderful day to spend our Love Sunday, right? Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, to my channel, to our channel. Well, it is our channel. It's yours and my channel. If it weren't for you, this channel would not thrive at all. And if it wasn't for me, there would be no content on the channel. So, it is our channel. And what a lovely way to spend a Love Sunday than sharing love. Like, comment, and subscribe, and do share this video to anyone in your life that you think might need a little bit more love in their life, because we're not just about love on Sunday, we are about unconditional love each and every day of the week. So do spread that love around. This is a reading for the collective today. It's a love reading for the collective today. So my hope is that you can glean something good and positive from all of my readings, regardless of the topic and regardless of your current circumstance. And as always, my hope and prayer for you is that at the end of this video, you leave this video feeling empowered. You leave this video feeling emboldened. You leave this video feeling like you can change your life for the better and thereby changing the world for the better. So, without any more ado, let's get into our love reading for today. Let's get into the major plot line for today. And our major plot line is brought to us by The Lovers. Are you kidding me? Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. I see you. I see you. I see you this morning. Yes, our main plot line for today is brought to us by The Lovers. How appropriate. Thank you, Spirit, for that this morning. We see you and we affirm you this morning because it's all about love today. Archangel Raphael says, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. I mean, we can end the video right here. we can end the video right here. Not only are we about love today, but apparently the universe is all about love today. And right on. So there we go, the Lover's card. And that is our main thoroughfare for today. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. But we've got two more subplots to go through. We've got two more wonderful subplots to go through for today. So let's see what they might be. Our first subplot is brought to us by... Hang on. The Six of Ariel. There we are. The Six of Ariel. I already have a feeling about this card. Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness. Giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Again, Dolly Levi, money is no good unless, money is like manure, it's no good unless it's spread around. Love is no good. Love is like manure in that it is no good unless it's spread around, and the Six of Ariel is encouraging us to do that this morning. Spread love, give love, because the more love you give, the more love you get, and that is a truth. That is the, I shouldn't say that is a truth, that is the truth. The more love you give, the more love you get in return, and it's true. So we've got one more subplot to go through for today. So let's jump into that. Our last subplot for today is brought to us by... the Three of Michael. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. The Three of Michael is the heartbreak card. Its counterpart is the Three of Swords in the Rider-Waite, but the Three of Michael is the heartbreak card, and well, shucks, shoot, darn, phooey, all of that there. But we're going to get into it anyway. It's okay. We're going to get into it anyway. We're going to get into all three of these things. And I am going to spin this into something positive if it's the last thing I do. It's almost like we were on this momentum of yes, love, love, love. I'm in love with love. Yes, love is everything. Boom, heartbreak. So it's sort of like taking the wind out of our sails a little bit this morning, but I am determined to turn this into a positive for everybody that is watching this video today. So let's start with the Lover's card, the Archangel Raphael. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. The universe believes in love. The universe runs from love. There's only two major emotions. There's only two main driving forces in the universe, I should say. Love and fear. Love propels the universe forward. It allows for evolution and growth and our deepening of our capacity to love, not only as individual spirits but as the spirit collective. The universe, and when we tap into fear, that slows things down. It throws a wrench into the system. It mucks things up. And so that's what fear does. And so the universe runs off of love. The universe wants to continue to move forward in love. And the Lover's card is encouraging us to find unconditional love. We may not be with someone right now, although the Lover's card can indicate that a lover is on his or her way. But even if we're alone right now, we can find unconditional love in our lives. We talked, even yesterday, our affirmator card over here talked about a little bit about love and about how, you can love your puppies to death, and you can love rocking out to your favorite karaoke tune. The Lover's card is saying there are plenty of ways not only to receive unconditional love, but also to give unconditional love. And the universe is encouraging us to find those ways to be all about unconditional love, both giving unconditional love and receiving unconditional love. And I like this sentence here: make choices from your heart. Today is not the day to make choices from your head. It's the day to make choices from your heart. What feels right to you? What does your heart say? What does your passion say? What does your joy say? Follow your heart today. And do what you love today. Again, we're expanding the idea of lovers further afield from intimate romantic love with two people. We're talking about love that extends out so much broader and so much further than that. It's time to act on your heart today. Do what brings you joy. Do what brings you happiness. Do what brings you the most passion. And the interesting thing about that is, again, we talk about how unconditional love moves us forward in the universe and fear holds us back. Even when we're doing things that have nothing to do with a romantic partner or an intimate partner or a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or however, or a partner, or however you define yourself with yourselves in that relationship, there are so many other ways to experience unconditional love and to share that unconditional love. And one of those ways is making choices from your heart, following your passion, following your heart, following what feels right to you. So make sure that you're about that today. Do something that you love today. And of course, we're talking about deeply emotional commitments. And I want to give, the shine where shine is due as far as romantic couplings and intimate couplings and all of that. If you are in a relationship, today might be the day to rekindle those passionate flames that once burned bright in your relationship. Tonight might be date night. Tonight might be Netflix and chill night. Tonight might be a night where you just sit in conversation with each other all night long. Today might be the day to strengthen those ties that bind us together. You wouldn't be with this person. Odds are you wouldn't be with the person that you are with if you didn't have a deep emotional connection to that person. If you're in a healthy relationship, a good and positive relationship, a life-affirming relationship, the reason why you're in there is because either at one time there was that deep emotional connection, or B, that deep emotional connection is still there. There's no reason why you can't, again, strengthen those ties that bind us all together. And I encourage you to do so. I really do. Spend some quality time with that person that you love today. And if you don't have a romantic partner, if you don't have an intimate partner, it might be a time to love yourself more unconditionally. Because when you love, again, when you love yourself unconditionally, and we talk about unconditional love because that is the theme of this platform, unconditional love for other people and unconditional love for yourself. When you do that, you attract that element into your life. Point blank, period. If you want someone who will love you unconditionally, start loving yourself unconditionally. Period. Don't give up on love. For those of us that are either single or going through a heartbreak of some sort, don't give up on love. The universe is powered by love, as I said before. Love is for everyone, not just for the lucky few. Love is for you as well. So, thank you, Lover's card. We move on to the Six of Ariel, which is denoted by the Six of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite. And the Six of Ariel is very much a charity card, very much giving of yourself, giving of your time, your money, your resources, volunteerism, all of that. So the Six of Ariel is saying material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, which can mean that you might be on the receiving end today of someone being charitable, of someone being, a good Samaritan, of someone wanting to help you. You could be on the receiving end of it. The Six of Ariel is saying, if that is the case, don't turn it away. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If someone says, I want to help you with something, if someone says, I want to give you something, accept it with open arms and a grateful heart. Material needs are getting fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Because again, the Pentacle card, the Ariel card, is very much about practical things, about physical things, about material things. And so it's very apropos that the Six of Ariel says material needs are getting fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Again, it's a charity card. So you could be on either end of that equation. Either you're giving to people or you're getting from those people. And if you're getting, again, receive it with an open and grateful heart, because it is something truly magical and wonderful when things come to you just at the nick of time. They always, the old adage, spiritual adage of, he may not come when you want him to, but he's always on time. And that can be applied to this as well. You are going to receive, there may be somebody out there that is going to receive a blessing just in the nick of time today. That they're about to turn the electricity off, they're about to turn your lights off, they're about to turn your gas off, they're about to turn your phone off, they're about to post an eviction notice to your door. Something is going to happen just in the nick of time today. I believe that with all my heart today. Accept it with an open and grateful heart today. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Again, we've been talking about that, open and grateful heart. And so I really believe that there are some people out there that are going to receive something today that is going to be something that is going to be life-changing for them, life-changing in a good and positive way, and is going to bless them in an incredible way today. Finally, we have the Three of Michael, and this is the card that took the wind out of our sails this morning. Gosh. Heartbreak card, but it came up, and damn it, we have to face it and talk about it. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. time heals all wounds. I think what the three of Michael is saying to us today is that we've been hurt so much that perhaps our belief in love has been tainted or damaged or has died altogether. The only way for love to be rekindled in our lives is for us to release the past and grow from the situation that caused that heartbreak, and to allow ourselves time as we process through and move through the heartbreak that we are experiencing. Love is still out there. I promise you, love is still out there. Unconditional love is still out there for all of us. I firmly believe that there is someone for everyone. And that person is looking for you just as much as you're looking for them. And so the more that you incorporate unconditional love into your life, and the higher frequency that you're resonating on in life, the more you're attracting that kind of good and positive element into your life. But there's some of you out there that have a lot of processing to do. There's some of you out there that have gone through a really, really, really difficult time when it comes to a partner or a mate. There's some of you out there that have been so hurt, so wounded by love that you just have given up on love. And the universe is begging you today, don't give up. Don't give up. Please don't give up on love. That person was brought into your life for a very specific reason, and when that reason was fulfilled, that person moved on. And it's so very important for us to be able to, at some point, release the past. Forgive that person. Forgive ourselves. Learn the lessons that we're supposed to be learning so that we don't repeat the same lesson over again, and so we don't repeat the heartbreak over again. Learn the lessons that you need to learn and eventually release the past. For some of you, that may be really, really difficult right now. For some of you, that may be really, really hard right now. I get it. Cut yourself some slack. Give yourself a break. Take baby steps every day. We've been talking about moving forward, and love is actually a verb. Love is an action verb. Love is something that actually moves. And so when we're talking about moving forward, as we have been pretty much all week long, it just means it's time for us to take those steps forward. They don't have to be big steps. They don't have to be giant leaps. They can be baby steps forward. But as long as we're moving away from the pain and the past, and we have made peace with the past, and we have forgiven the people that need to be forgiven, and we have forgiven ourselves, there's no reason why we can't take those incremental baby steps forward. It's tough. I get it. I completely understand. It's tough. And getting over heartbreak is one of the hardest things we'll ever have to do. But I strongly, strongly encourage us, for those of us that are going through that kind of a thing right now, to make sure that we're doing everything we can to get over that hurt. Or there's no getting over it, but there is incorporating it and making peace with it. So there you go. It's running the gamut from interpersonal love with our intimate partners, our romantic partners, to love of our community, love of for people that need our help, or receiving that love from members of the community, and then loving ourselves. So loving ourselves, loving our partners, loving our community. It's all the same thing. Or I should say, they're all part of the same process. When we learn to love ourselves, we learn to forgive ourselves. We learn to forgive the people that may have wronged us. We learn to release the past. We learn to grow, and we learn to evolve. When we do that, we're much more apt and much more available to find romantic love. We're much more available to find long-lasting, unconditional love. And when we find that, we're much more apt to actually, even if we don't have that special person in our lives, because we have loved ourselves enough to love ourselves unconditionally, then we can start loving other people, whether it be family members, friends, or our puppies. We can learn to love ourselves much more deeply and unconditionally, and we can learn to love all of those people and situations and things more unconditionally, which will allow us the capacity to give, because our heart is able to give more. When we're in that state of unconditional love, we want to share that love with other people. And when we're in that state of unconditional love, we can actually receive unconditional love a lot easier that way. So it all connects together. And thank you, universe. Thank you, Spirit, for giving us that lesson today. It's a deep lesson. You know, it's a life lesson for a lot of us to learn just how to love ourselves enough to forgive ourselves, and loving ourselves enough to forgive other people, because forgiveness is not about them, it's about you. So, I mean, just taking on that step alone is huge. It's absolutely huge. And the blessing of all three of these cards is the universe is with us always. Our spirit guides, our ancestors, our angels, our archangels, our guardian angels are always there with us to take us step by step through this process. We are not alone. So thank you, universe, for that incredible lesson today. Now we move on to the nitty-gritty to see if there's anything important that is more specific to our circumstance today that the universe needs to let us know about. We'll do a 3-card spread, a morning, afternoon, and evening, and we will see what the universe has to say about it. So let's go. We will start with the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. All right, the morning is interpreted by the Six of Six of Swords. It's in the reverse position. And what this tells me is there may be some of you out there that are looking for a change of scenery, a change of location, just a general change in life in order to get over whatever situation that you may have found yourself in. There's nothing wrong with a reset. There's nothing wrong with a change of scenery in order to get yourself going in the right direction. There is absolutely nothing wrong with any of that. The Six of Swords, however, is saying, wherever you go, there you are. We always carry our baggage with us. Period. We just do. And it sucks, and it's wrong, but it's oh so right. We carry all of our baggage with us. unfortunately, which means you don't necessarily have to go someplace else in order to start over. Every day that we wake up is an opportunity for us to start over, to change, to evolve, to grow. So again, I'm not saying that moving is a bad idea, but what I am saying is moving, when you move, you take your baggage with you. Wherever you go, there you are. So please keep that in mind if you are considering moving. Again, I'm not saying moving is a bad thing, but what I am saying is wherever you go, there you are. So moving might be a good thing to reset yourself, but you don't necessarily have to move to reset yourself, because every day is that we wake up on this side of the ground is an opportunity for us to reset. So please keep that in mind. The midday/afternoon card is the Ace of Swords, and it's in the reverse position. There it is, right there, the Ace of Swords. When the Ace of Swords comes up, I always say, if you want to start something with honesty. Ace cards are generally about new beginnings, starting fresh, starting new, starting a new endeavor, starting a new project. Aces are very much that kind of energy. And when the Ace of Swords comes up in the reverse position, it's saying you may want to start something new, you may want to start something fresh. And, you know, the Lover's card, it could be that you are entering a new kind of romantic entanglement or a new kind of intimate relationship. If that's true, open with honesty and stay in that truth the entire length of your relationship with that person. Always make sure that you are always telling the truth. Do not compromise truth, ever. Do not ever compromise who you are as a soul, ever. Do not compromise your core values. Do not compromise your core principles. Do not compromise your core. Always be honest. Always be truthful. Start with truthful. Start with honesty. Kick off with honesty. And I promise you that regardless of how the relationship progresses, you can sleep at night knowing that you always told that person the truth. Don't compromise yourself. Ever. Don't compromise who you really are. There are certain circumstances and situations that require compromise. There are certain things that do require us to negotiate, but don't negotiate who you really are for anybody. Period. The Hangman. There's the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is in the reverse position. And this is our evening card, and the Hanged Man is saying, get off your butt. You have sat there, you have contemplated, you have meditated, you have prayed, you have sat in stillness, you have sat in quiet for too long. It's time to re-engage with life. Especially when we've gone to the Three of Michael, it's very understandable that we may have disengaged a little bit with life. It's very understandable that we may have separated ourselves just a little bit to heal ourselves, to lick our wounds, and to rebuild and restitch back together our broken heart. It's very understandable, and the Three of Michael encourages us, in fact, to take the time that we need to heal ourselves. The Hanged Man is suggesting that perhaps that time is done. Perhaps that time of reflection and meditation and prayer and sitting in stillness is over. Perhaps now is time to actually move forward. Again, moving. We've been talking about moving all week long, and the hangman is in the reverse position is no exception to that rule. The hangman is saying, time to get off that tree and start walking around and engaging in life. And what better way to do that than on a Sunday night? Again, finding your tribe, finding those creative souls that will be part of your healing process and part of you moving on from whatever painful situation that you have found yourself in. So there we go. There's our love forecast for this week. I encourage you to take that and use it to your advantage this week. And thank you, universe, for giving us the words that we needed this morning. Thank you for giving us the encouragement that we needed this morning. We will take what we have learned this morning and apply it to our lives this week, and hope that we resonate, and we will resonate at a unconditional love and light level, so that we draw that frequency back to us this week. So let's get into our affirmator today. We'll do our shuffle one more time, and then we'll see what our affirmator for today is. And our affirmator is brought to us by Boundless Love. Okay. Boundless Love. There we are. And it says, today, I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over and over again, with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. You know what? This is exactly what I say at the end of every video, but I'll read this again. Today, I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over and over again, with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. There you go. And so I will piggyback on that by saying, love yourself. Love yourself completely. Love yourself fully. Love yourself wholly. Love yourself unconditionally. Love yourself first. Love yourself foremost. And everything else will fall into place. Have a fantastic, full of love Sunday, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.